Okay, so it's lovely to see you. Sorry I couldn't make it yesterday, and I'm really pleased you can join me. Today I did the same thing that I often do, which is I was about to do my live about half an hour ago, and I thought, do you know what I haven't used for a long time is the Queen of Glow look. So today I'm going to do the Queen of Glow look. Although I'm missing an item and that really annoys me. It really bugs me when I do that. So I'm sorry again about the dartboard. I can't bring it down. I'll have to get Jack to bring it down when I'm doing my lives. But I'm sure you'll forgive me. Anyway, so I'm going to put on some flawless filter first of all, and actually a bit of the sunscreen because I do love that. I save this for my lives because it does actually. Hello, Nina. Sending you super smiles. Ah, big super smile back to you too, Nina. Thank you for joining me. So I'm just putting on some Invisible Flawless Poreless Primer by Charlotte Tilbury. And today I'm in the mood for the Queen of Glow, which is what I'm going to do. The Queen of Glow look. Because it's been ages since I've used that look. Have you seen the... I have seen the 40% off CT. What she does this every year. She does a summer sale, but it's a lot of the stuff that's basically been out for a while. Most of the stuff I've already got, but it is very good. And it also, often it gives you a little bit of a hint about what she's discontinuing. So she often sells off her colour chameleons in the sale. Hello, Julie H. Hello, and thank you for joining me. So I'm going to put some Flawless Filter on next. You fell for it again because you watched all my eye palettes. Well, you're getting them cheaper than I got them. Hello, Stacey. And I know I still haven't brought out any videos during the week, and I'm very, very sorry. As I say, there's a lot going on at the moment, which I will explain later. But I will stick with you for my lives. Hello, Rebecca. So, Rebecca, I'm in the Queen of Glow mood today. Oh, and I'm going to show... Rebecca's seen these, but these are my nails at the moment. I'm loving doing my nails. And in case you want to know what this is... So, this is the nail varnish, and you can see I've done a feature nail. So this is achieved by doing OPI, nice set of pipes. OPI, nice set of pipes. Okay. And then on the feature nail, over the top. Oh, you've ordered Uptown Girl quads. Lovely. Over the top, I have put Glitter to My Heart, also by OPI, and that's what it is. And it just... Any dark colour, it looks really nice over navy as well. Just really makes it look like an intricate manicure, but it's not. It's just a topper. So, hello, Nina. Hello, Stacey. Hello, some girl named Pam. So I'm using Huda's brush today because my Charlotte Tilbury brush needs cleaning. This is the one that came with her. Well, it didn't come with it. You had to buy it separately, but her very full coverage foundation. You've also been painting your nails. Well, I'm telling you, I'm very tempted. I've been talking to Rebecca online about nail polishes. OPI have just brought out a new collection, and I'm a bit of a sucker for their new collection. So many lovely shades in it. I'm tempted to buy the lot, although I really shouldn't. But I am very tempted to buy the lot. So if you want to see the new Downtown LA collection, let me know and encourage me. Oh, you've got VB. Hang on a minute. So, Rebecca, you're great. You're jumping in answering me. You've also ordered the blue V and the bronzing brick. I'll be really interested to get your thoughts on the bronzing brick. I'm sure the blue palette will look great on you because you know I've got it. I went cuckoo with CT customer service last week as they posted a video about their sales. So one of the girls mentioned a load of lipsticks which were not in the soles. So I told them and they... You want a DTLA collection review? Rebecca's been encouraging me to get the lot. I really am tempted. I really shouldn't, but I really am tempted. Ah, let me build a 3 lipstick set and then gave me an extra 25% off. Brilliant. Well done. I bought a lipstick from Charlotte Tilbury that I haven't yet got. Yet you're going to get some of the new autumn colours. Which ones do you like, Jennifer? I bet you they're similar to the ones that I like. I've got my favourites, but I love them all. I got a new one. Tell Laura. Oh, my God, it's lush. Tell Laura is beautiful. Right, I'll tell you the one I got. So I ordered her new lip scrub, which I haven't tried yet. Charlotte Tilbury's new lip scrub. But I am going to put out a review. I'm sorry. I keep saying I'm going to do it and then I don't. But I ordered this one. Happy Love. And the annoying thing about these Happy lipsticks is that they don't look anything like they do on the website. I love it. It's lovely colour, but it just does not look anything like it looks on the website. Let me just show you. So I thought that this was going to be quite reddish in tone. But it's pink. It's still pretty, but it's not what I'd imagined it was going to be. So that's Happy Love. And I think probably the reason being is that because they're quite sheer, they look very different on different skin tones. Can you see how that looks darker there? Because it's the palest part of my arm. But when it's on my lips, it sort of looks... But they're very moisturising, so I don't mind. But I get very frustrated. Hello, Terry. You're here. Did you set your alarm for me? Did I get the romance one? No, is the romance one the one I should have got? There's only about 3 I haven't got now, but I thought of getting the peach one. I haven't got the peach one and I haven't got the romance one. Yes, that's more red on you. I'll have to check. Enchanted Kisses, love. So I don't think I've got Enchanted and I haven't got romance and I haven't got peach. I think they're the only 3 now that I'm missing. It's pretty, but I'm taking this off because I'm doing the Queen of Glow look. I'm using an old mask to take off my lipstick. It is clean. Right. So I'm going to do the Queen of Glow look and I'm going to use some Airbrush Flawless. I'm Queen of Glow without anything on. Oh, aren't you sweet, Nina? Thank you. Hello, MM. And hello to everyone. Hello. Hello, Cher. I found the Charlotte Tilbury Love Gloss makes my lipstick last all day, which was surprising. The Love Gloss. Do you mean the lip oils, Cher? And when's she bringing out these new palettes? Because I don't want to be broke after buying too much nail polish. I've started nail stamping as well, but it takes a bit of practice. I don't really want to get into being a nail channel because there's plenty of people far more expert at doing their nails than me. But in terms of nice colours and talking about colours and talking about what goes with makeup, then yes. Ah, so we've got another pay month then before the palettes. I bet you she's going to do what she did in years gone by. You're going to have something like a week to get them, and then if you don't get them, then you've got to wait till Christmas. Actually, this brush, I've never used this brush to apply Airbrush Flawless, but actually it's applying it very nicely. This is the Huda Beauty brush. It's got a little chunky end and it's got this one. It's very good for applying that foundation. I like the way it's applied that very evenly. Very good. And then I'm going to mix it up and I'm going to use my La Prairie concealer, the very expensive one. Has it got goat hair in it? Do you know what? I'm not very good at sussing these things out. I think it's probably synthetic. I think that she's cruelty-free. So I don't think so. But I'm not really an expert on brushes. What have I just done with that brush anyway? I've just put it... Do you know what? I'm always doing this. I put it down. I really don't know. I'll have to check that one out for you. Doesn't feel synthetic, but I'm not, as I said, I'm not really an expert in brushes. Sorry, the comments are moving so fast. It's interesting you say hot gossip, because that's what I'm going to use on my lips, which goes with... It is synthetic, is it? I can't tell a lot of the time. Thank you, Rebecca. You got the new highlighter. You're a bit of a Dior fan, aren't you, Stacey? I do love the look of that concealer. And I keep looking in Aldi for that concealer. And there's a little thing that says concealer, but it's empty every single time. Right, so I'm going to do Queen of Glass. Oh, let me just put some powder on. Put some airbrush powder on. I don't think I've actually put any makeup on for about 3 days. It's kind of a record for me. But it's sometimes good for your skin to do that. The other thing is that I bought the Aldi dupe of, what's it called? New Face. And I bought some conductive gel by Rio, which is a lot cheaper than the New Face one. And I have been doing my face. And I've noticed these lines are less pronounced. And I've just got a little bit more sculpting around this area. It's very subtle and you probably can't notice it. I don't think anyone else will notice it. But when you get it, you do notice it. And it was £29 from Aldi. And it's exactly, I mean, I don't know. I haven't got the New Face. So I can't say it's exactly the same as the New Face, but it's the same concept. And it does make you wonder how much we're getting ripped off. I must warn you guys, by the way, if the doorbell goes while you're on, I had a really pushy salesman at the door this morning. He was actually quite intimidating because he wouldn't go away. And when I said, eventually I said, look, I'm on the phone to my dad, which was the truth. And he's in a care home. He said, all right, I'll come back later. I said, I don't want you to come back later. I'm not interested. And he said, I'll see you later. Even though, and I said, well, I won't answer the door. And he said, see you later again. So you might get a live performance of me having a go at a salesman and threatening to call the police. They're bringing out their version of New Face, are they? And an eye serum. Where do you get all this information, Stacey? Oi, back off. What I'm going to do is if I get a knock at the door, I'm going to do what my mum used to do, which is I'm going to go upstairs and I'm going to open the window upstairs and shout down because it puts them at an immediate disadvantage. Stacey, I'd love to know all your sources for all this background information. I'm not going to open the door to that man at all. I've just spoken to Mick because he went back yesterday and he said, please make sure the doors are locked and blah-de-blah-de-blah. And yeah, I'm not going to speak to him. He was very intimidating and gave me bad vibes, really bad vibes. As soon as I opened the door, I thought he's about to tell me that the taps are running. That's a typical scam. You know, oh, there's a leak next door and I need you to go and turn your taps on. My mum she wasn't caught by that. She knew she was being duped, but he forced his way in. And then they send someone else up to rob you while you're holding on to the taps. Horrible, these people. Yeah, my intuition was immediately, this guy's dodgy. Right, Queen of Glow. But I might just say, hey, you're live on YouTube. So intimidate away through the window if he comes back. Queen of Glow, do you remember this, guys? Queen of Glow. Now, the annoying thing is, part of the Queen of Glow's kit is Goldgasm. And I really hate this because I've got the whole of Charlotte Tilbury. You know I'm a collector. And I hate it when I can't find something out of her collection because I generally keep things together in a specific order and I cannot find my Goldgasm. So I've had to substitute that with something else. But let's just go in with this Goldgasm look. Not Goldgasm, sorry, Queen of Glow. So this is the prime shade. Suddenly thought I'm in the mood for Queen of Glow. I actually thought it was a delivery, which is why I answered the door. But to be honest, I've got one of those porch doors. So you can actually get into the porch, but not into the house. And if I get a delivery, normally they just leave it in the porch and go away. And this is the enhanced shade. Oh, yes, I've missed you, Queen of Glow. Why haven't I used you a bit more regularly recently? I love this. I'm going to be using this a lot this week. I do that. I go through phases of certain looks. I suddenly get an urge to wear a certain look. And then that's it. I wear it quite a bit and then I move on to something else. Which is why I always think it doesn't matter that I've collected so much makeup because I know exactly what I've got and I rotate. I get bored very quickly and I rotate. And then I've got the smoke shade, which is very dark, but it's matte. And I want to pop it right in the corner there. And I must get myself another Sonia G brush because I use this and wash it all the time. I tell you, if they were more readily available in the UK, I'd definitely get more. It's only because I have to go to Beautylish It's only because it's a kind of... If they did them on Cult Beauty or Look Fantastic or any of those sites in the UK, I definitely have more by now. Same with Wayne Goss. If Wayne Goss actually didn't exclusively sell to Beautylish, I would definitely have more Wayne Goss. When I use this brush, I tend to use it for everything because you can. See, I'm using it now, the tip, to just line under my eyes. And I can use it into the socket. Then I can kind of clean it off and blend everything out. It's a sort of brush you can use just one brush. And Charlotte Tilbury talks about that. She said there's way too many brushes. And you actually don't need that many brushes. You just need some good ones that do the job. I've never been one of these like, I'm now going to go in with this E125 and then I'm going to go in with this C2581. You know, it probably does help application in some situations, but I've just never been into that. And then I'm just going to take my little pinky and put the prime shade under my brow. What's the name and number of this brush? This one is the Crease Pro by Sonia G. The Crease Pro. And because it's got that little tip, I can actually line with it as well. It's good for getting into the socket. It's good for using the flat end like that to get your prime shade on. I think that's probably also another reason why I haven't got any more brushes, is because actually this one in itself is quite good. And it is a great all-rounder. So yeah, the Crease Pro. If you want to know about Sonia G brushes, check out with Rebecca on here. Not Fit for Print, because she has got her entire collection. And I'm very jealous. And I'm just going to pat some... Yeah, Crease Pro, they're brilliant. Do you have any more recommended brushes, Rebecca? What's the next one I should get after the Crease Pro? Restock is coming soon. What's the next one I should get, do you recommend for me after the Crease Pro, Rebecca? Something from the Sky set. Okay, can you be more specific about what from the Sky set? Because I know you've got loads of them. You're building your collection of CT brushes. I've got all Charlotte Tilbury's brushes. Excuse, my hair is just mad. I've got to go and get it cut. I was waiting for it to grow out enough to get a really good cut because I'd virtually shaved it before. The Reveal Masterclass. Oh, what, is she revealing a new product? Maybe the Fusion Base Brush. Ooh, I'll have a look. The Fusion Base Brush. Right, so that is Queen of Glow. I'm just putting on, I think I'll put a little bit on, but I'm going to put a bit more on. This is the pop shade. I found in these new palettes, these pop shades are not the same. Has anyone else noticed this? They're not those creamy ones that you're supposed to rub your finger. They're more powdery. They still give a pop, but they're not the same formula as her old pop shades. So you can actually apply these with a brush, Whereas her old ones, you wouldn't get very far applying the pop shades with a brush. And I'm going to just pop some of that prime shade in there. Right, now this look says, Queen of Glow says, use Barbarella Brown. But I'm going to use, instead of Barbarella Brown, same thing really, but just easier to apply. And my favourite is the Victoria Beckham liner in Cocoa. Very similar. It's just I prefer Victoria Beckham's liners to Charlotte Tilbury, because you don't have to press as hard. You don't have to drag on the eyelid. My favourite Charlotte Tilbury pencil is her black powder pencil. I also find sometimes with Charlotte's Rock and Coals that they actually make my eyes water. Right, let me smudge that with the other side. Nudegasm palette, 2 Nudegasm lipsticks, and release the Super Nude in new packaging. Oh, Nudegasm. So we're all going to have to save up our money if we're going to carry on our Charlotte Tilbury collection then. This eye's starting to water before I put any liner on. Don't know why. Can you see? That's annoying. Where's my tissues gone? Excuse me a second. Ah, there we go. Do you see how easy? You really don't have to press hard at all to get pigment out of these liners. Which makes it super easy to do a flick as well. With Charlotte's, I don't know how she does such good feline flicks, because you're having to press. It's fine if you've got very young skin and you've got really tall eyelids. But when you get a bit older and they're not quite as tight, then you have to press really hard to get the pigment. Whereas with the Victoria Beckham ones, you don't at all. I'm liking this so far. Right, now I got myself a new travel size Pillow Talk mascara. I'm just going to get the travel sizes from now on, because they're easier to put on and it won't dry out. Just coat the lash first, and then I'll start doing my curling for the next coat. I actually think that after you've had these Pillow Talk liners, mascaras for a couple of weeks, they actually, and they start to thicken up, they actually curl better than when they're brand new. But then they get to a point where they just feel a bit too dry. Hello, Helen. Helen Eyre. Bread and jam for a month. Well, if you go to work and what I used to do at work, I mean, I had the money to spend on Charlotte Tilbury then, but if I was saving up for something, what I'd do is I'd stop by my morning coffee at the coffee shop and I'd take a flask in and I'd put the £3 a day, and you'd be surprised how quickly you save up. 3.50 a day or whatever you spend in the coffee bar into a pot. Of course, I've got Jack on holiday at the moment and we're not going anywhere. So I've been getting him a few little treats. He's got a basketball thingy out in the garden. You know, one of those nets. But it didn't come with a basketball, so that's due to arrive today. Sorry, I'm doing my mascara face. Just twisting the wand to really curl them up. This palette is beautiful. Now I want to buy it. It is a lovely palette. And it will suit almost everyone, I think. I don't like this. This is smudged too much. This line here. Let me just put that right. It doesn't look like a line anymore. It just looks smudged. That's better. Would I recommend the CT lip scrub? Stacey, I haven't used mine yet. So ask me tomorrow because I'm going to put out a video. I've got it. It arrived yesterday. I'm going to try it. I do think the only thing that I'll tell you my initial view is I'm getting a little bit tired of Charlotte Tilbury not actually mentioning the fill weight of her products. And I looked and looked, couldn't see it. And when I arrived, the box is absolutely tiny. And there was no mention anywhere of how much product was in there. I looked because I thought this is going to be the stinger. I know that her well enough. This is going to be the stinger. It's going to be a tiny little pot. So I'm not impressed by the fact that they don't mention how much is in it. I'd probably still buy it, but I like to know how much product I'm buying. And I don't know how they're getting away with it these days by not actually saying how much is in it. Now, I may have missed it, in which case I apologise, but you go and have a look at the listing for the lip scrub and tell me if you can find anywhere the fill weight. It is tiny. And I do tend to think it's a lovely packaging. I've seen already it's lovely packaging. The rose gold and everything. I haven't tried it, so I don't know what the product's like. But a lip scrub is a lip scrub. I kind of think you can make your own with a bit of Vaseline and some sugar. We'll see. It might completely wow me. Charlotte did have a sort of some kind of lip product when she first brought out her brand. It was called Lip Magic, I think. And it had propolis in it. And apparently that was a tiny pot as well. But I'm a big fan of propolis. It's a very good ingredient. It actually helps heal my almost unhealable foot ulcer. And it healed a scar that I had years ago after surgery. So I like the fact that there was propolis in it, but there's not propolis in this new one. It's a really good antifungal as well, propolis. So like if you often suffer from things like lip sores. Propolis would be really good, but it's not in her new one, but it was in her old one. Ah, so you were buying it then? And the Lip Love. It looks like similar packaging to those ones, but it's definitely different ingredients. I'm just using Charlotte's. I've got one of those hairs coming down. I need to trim my brows. I'm just using her brow pencil. And then I'll use a little bit of her Legendary Brows. I keep meaning to do one of these virtual consultations because they keep offering me them when I tag them in a post on Instagram, just to find out what they're like. Right, so this, I'm doing the 3-step brow thing now. So that was the Legendary Brows, and then I'm going to finish off with the Brow Fix. Right, next I'm going to do the lips. So the lips that go with the Queen of Glow look for medium is Hot Gossip, which is one of Sophia Tilbury's favourite lip liners. Hi, Jack. And I'm going to fill this one in as well. And then over the top, she suggests Pillow Talk Lucky Diamonds. Now, the reason I filled my lips in is because Lucky Diamonds, because it's got quite chunky glitter particles, Lucky Diamonds actually gives me sore lips because of the very chunky glitter particles in it. So I always fill in my lips with a lip liner before applying it, and then I'm like, okay. So this is Lucky Diamonds. And then she says collagen lip bath in her clear, but I'm just going to use the Pillow Talk one, just to tone down the gold a little bit. Now, in this look is Goldgasm, and as I said, it's really annoying me because I have Goldgasm, but I cannot find it at all at the moment. So I could use one of her other Beauty Light ones, but I decided I was going to use this because I haven't used this much since I got it. It was something that I got, it was thrown into, what colour brow pencil do I use? I use the black brown one. In this one, black brown. By Terry, Cellular Rose Brightening CC Serum. Now, it's one of those things you can use as a primer or you can use it over the top. But I just thought, let's try that because that's kind of a gold colour. And that will do as a nice highlighter. So similar thing. And perhaps a little bit more natural because it's not quite as thick. I got there, bit of eyeshadow. Yeah, it's very good at covering up. If you've got white hairs, I would suggest getting the Legendary Brows as well, because that will coat the hair. Now, the other thing I thought is she doesn't really have a blush in this look, like when she sells the set. But I want a bit of a blush because otherwise I think it looks a bit stark. And I just saw this and thought, oh, that will work. This is MAC. This is a really nice all-rounder blush. If you like Ecstasy by Charlotte Tilbury, you'll like this. It's called Style. It's a sort of peachy pink, so it will work with most looks. And there's a very, very faint shimmer in it, but it's not glittery. It's one of those classic shades by MAC that will work for almost any skin tone. Tinted Love. Oh, I know the ones you mean. Yes, the tints, the lip tints. Ah, so you put those over the top. Great tip. Thank you, Cher. You could use the CT Gold Powder Highlighter over the top. Yes. So can you see this style? It's a really nice blush that's not going to take over a look and be too much. But it's a pinky peach. So very similar to Ecstasy. MAC style. And it will suit any skin tone. The only thing is if you're very dark, you know, if you've got Afro-Caribbean skin, it probably wouldn't show up. But if you're anything up to kind of, I'd say a Charlotte Tilbury shade 9, this will suit you. Thank you. So what do you want me to, I tell you what, as Stacey suggested it, I've got the Bar of Gold Trio palette within reach. So I'll just get that and I'll put some over. But I actually quite like that. It's quite subtle, but it's quite nice. But I will get that. Just 1 second. It's in here. Is it not? Oh, I thought it was in here, but I tell you what is in here. It's very old. But let's see if it will work. This is her original Bar of Gold. I keep everything. It's still fine. I keep things that are old so that I can do comparison swatches. But I am naughty for using very old makeup. But I'm very careful. I wouldn't use that on my eyes or anything. Let's put a bit of this. Her original Bar of Gold. There you go. Same thing as Goldgasm, really. You meant the Christmas one. Oh, I know the one you meant. Yes. The Christmas highlighter. Magic Star, or the other one that looks like the bronzers. The packaging looks like the bronzers. I always forget the name of that one. But this is exactly like Goldgasm, really. It's just a powder version of Goldgasm. And having said I wouldn't put it on my eyes, I'm going to. I'm just going to put a little bit in the middle. And this you can wet, by the way, if you really wanted to make it scream, but I don't really scream gold at you. Let's put a bit down the middle. Why not? And the other thing that you can do with your highlighter is just put some in the centre of your lipstick. I don't put the same finger back into the bar of gold. There you go. There is the Queen of Glow. I'm all glowy. I'm feeling great now. The Delta variant is raging in FL. Is it over in the UK? Yes. Not raging, but it's there. It's definitely here. Finland, do you mean? FL. Wozers, just love that gold. I'm going on a date night tonight with my partner. Wedding cancelled twice now, so I'm going to do a Queen of Gold look like yours, Ali, because it's beautiful. Oh, we all want to know how it goes. I bet you'll knock him dead. I bet you'll knock him dead. So I'm so glad. I'm so chuffed that I've inspired someone to wear this tonight. Okay, so thank you so much for joining me. Do you know what I'm such a softie. When somebody says it inspires them to use it, I start getting tears in my eyes. What am I like? Stop it, Ali. Stop it. I'm making an idiot of myself. But I do. When you guys say things like that, it actually brings a tear to my eyes. So thank you. I'm really chuffed that I've inspired you for your date night. And I hope you have a really, really lovely time. Oh, thank you. Thank you, MM. But don't, because you know what? I'm going to start really sobbing in a minute and then all my makeup's going to come off. But thank you so much. I went searching for your video last night for inspiration. Oh, you're all lovely. You've really lifted me today. I was quite depressed yesterday. Sorry, some cold caller called me. And I know it's a cold caller. It's these people that are trying to sell me something. Anyway, what I was going to say, thank you, Nina, because I've actually been feeling depressed all week as well. And you guys have really cheered me up. So thank you to yourselves. I'm glad that I'm able to do for you what you do for me. And that is the whole purpose of my channel. So thank you so much. And I will put out the Charlotte Tilbury, and I haven't forgotten to do a comparison of the red lipsticks as well. So the Victoria Beckham compared with some of the Charlotte Tilbury and Lisa Eldridge reds. I will get going on those very soon. So take care, everyone. Love you all. Mwah! And there's Jack waving goodbye to you too. Take care. Bye-bye.